Hello, Barry Schmaltz. Again. Okay. Forgive the profundity of the expression. That's on to coughing. Welcome is what I meant to say. Welcome to BarrySchmaltz.com. The albums at BarrySchmaltz.com. We're going through them one by one. We're talking about what they are or what they are not. We are expressing our profound appreciation for the art forms in general. And more specifically, we are today talking about a very deep album that's not apparent, not very clear. It's Here Under the Water, okay? Here, H-E-A-R. It's a pun. It's a homophonic pun. Here Under the Water, because you hear under the water, right? It's not you're here, hello, we're here under the water. It's more like you hear under the water. Now, this album is a little weird. It starts out in the usual fashion with a creepy song, because this guy, this Robin Raiders character, here, let me show you how the name is spelled. That's him. He's doing a song, starts off, music for a trip. Like you're going on a trip somewhere and you want to have a song. Let me sit down a second here and deconstruct this. So it starts out, what are you going to listen to on your trip, huh? And then we get into the real meat of it. He starts singing, I need a concept album. And who doesn't?
I know you're listening.
He knows you're listening.
I know you're here too.
He's a happy guy, kind of, but he's mournful and soulful. He's looking for something. It's a quest.
Listening.
Here Under the Water. And he's telling you
I need a concept album.
he needs one. He's got to express himself. He's frustrated. He's going to get there. He's kind of perky. Brings you along, very ingratiating. And then it's a hooky song. Album, hey, there you go. He needs the motif, it comes up again and again. So if you like that motif, you'll love this album because it comes up. All right, no time. We got to hurry it up. All right. Then you get Music for Sadness and Despair, Part 1, in the future, Part 2. Now you remember on Painfully Lame, we talked about the song in the future where they have no tonal center. It's all groove, but it's beat, bah, bah, bah. It's all over the place because people don't care anymore. They don't feel the harmonies from within, okay? So that goes into that. But let's talk a minute about Kierkegaard. Kierkegaard, that's very hard to say. Talking like me and saying Kierkegaard, right? Kierkegaard Angst is his name. And this guy is like he sells tapes and CDs for self-betterment or self-deprecation. I don't know. This one's called Music for Sadness and Despair. So it's the first time we're meeting this guy ever. Here, now, Kierkegaard Angst. And he'll come up again and again because he has got a lot to say about the process of what this whole thing is. Anyway, the point is, after that, it goes into In the Future, and he sings a song in which he says, it's like an opera nobody can hear under the water while he's showering or something. And so what kind of an opera would you hear here under the water while you're showering? It's a soap opera, okay? So, because you wave with the soap. So, you're going on with that. Anyway, then it becomes an instrumental album, which is why I can put this down a second. Relax, Barry Schmaltz style, and try to talk to you about this. It's a very hard album to glean in one pass. That's why I'm talking so much, because I don't even know how to begin. But, so basically it's an album about lost love. And it's an album about how you're doing a concept album, and ultimately it's about how you made a recording for a trip. Now, what you don't know is that while this was being recorded, It was sort of tripping, you know what I mean? With the mushrooms and stuff, tripping like crazy. So, music for a trip, and at the end there's another thing that wraps up the whole trip. Okay, so, I don't have time for this. It's too much. Anyway, if you like instrumentals, and if you like pretty piano music, and like longing, wistful sounds, sighing in the breeze, ooh, and like regret, and like repetition of emotions going around, trying to resolve things. You got titles like Why Can't We Go Back and Goodbye Forever, and There's Really Nothing New, and Goodbye Forever Again. So it's really about the futility of love and the soap opera that comes of trying to divest yourself of the past. And I don't even know if that's what it's about. And then in the end, you got back after that another sad song, and then you got suddenly Kierkegaard Angst returns there. When you hear the bell. All right, and so music for sadness and despair gets to the whole point is that the problem with the lost love there is that the girl's lost in sadness and despair all the time, and how do you reach a person like that when there's no empathy? It's hard to say, because, I took a girl to the prom once, and she was lovely, but then who knows in these worlds? That's the problem nowadays. In the old days, you get over things because people would disappear. But now with the internet, everybody's back. And so it's like, you can resolve anything, but then they never go away. So you never have closure. So you're living in a state of irresolvability all the time. People are living in the moment. Suddenly it's 30 years ago. It's like there's no emotional change. This is serious stuff. We'll talk about this in another part of the website. But a lot of thoughts come up when you work on stuff like this. By the way, I'm not even on this album. I was on vacation. I wasn't even anywhere near. Hats on to me not being here, because I gotta be around. I gotta be around, right? Like Barry Schmaltz would say. So, anyway, it goes on, and it stops. Because why? Because then suddenly it's a surprise. You got another album here too. You got Channeling Kierkegaard. Here Under the Water, and special bonus album, Channeling Kierkegaard. So suddenly you got another album in there, and it wraps itself out. What's this crap here? Oh, technology. I'm not very good with it. And then before you know it, it ends. You know something? This is all wrong. The order here? This is all wrong. Holy crap. You gotta wonder about this. This is supposed to be the last song. Now, you know what? They gotta go back to this. They gotta go back and rework the albums at barryschmaltz.com, because the order's wrong. I don't know what is with this server. It does not do what it should do. And I'll be happy about it. But with the Aragonite star cluster, the truth comes out. Like Scotch brand recording tape used to be, the truth came out. This is a long one. It's hard to talk about channeling Kierkegaard, because if you're channeling Kierkegaard, you're full of angst. I don't know. It's a different album from all the rest of them, because for some reason, when when I'm not there, they think about things that shouldn't be. I don't know. I'm looking here to see if this is a good light. You see, I have a new lighting system here today. Anyway, it's all different. But don't worry. We're going to get through it, because you are at Barry Schmaltz. Oh, this looks like it has a little thing there. You, don't get distracted. Very distracting. BarrySchmaltz.com is where you're at right here and now. All right, then.